And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Toronto Raptors here at their home, Scotiabank Arena. For Toronto, they were undefeated against this squad last season, going 3-0. We'll see if they can continue that dominance. Right out of the gate, Shaq, a few teams with championship aspirations underperforming.
Yeah, sometimes when everybody's picking you to win, it can go to your head, Ernie. That's when leaders have to step up and right the ship.
Well, sometimes the more talented you are, the more everyone wants the ball, and that creates chaos. In that climate, it could take time.
Kind of like on this show. Here's Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, our matchup, you'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Toronto Raptors at Scotiabank Arena. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. And then on Saturday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, the Toronto Raptors rolled the dice last season and gambled on acquiring Kawhi Leonard. They knew it could be just a one-year rental, with Leonard able to be a free agent in 2019. But Kevin, after winning the 2019 NBA title, anything else is gravy.
The first title in franchise history, DA, is such a huge moment for the team, city, and the country of Canada. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Len in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Toronto, Lowry and Powell, the guard. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. Smitty, when a team underperforms early in the season, fans tend to go crazy. I mean, they just can't figure out why this is happening. But what are the players saying to each other on the bench when they're traveling in the locker room?
You know, I think when you're having great communication, Kevin, with guys amongst each other, you're trying to get through it, you're working through it. Whether you get through it or not is fine. I think there's a sign that things are going wrong. Kevin, you hear about these player-only meetings. When you start having 2 or 3 of those, that's when the ship is starting to go south.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Shots good from Young.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Pass to Anunoby. Here's Siakam. And there's the pass to Powell. 6 to shoot. Pass to Gasol. Ejected by Len. Here's Hunter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Siakam looking around. Passes it to Gasol. A shot off that time.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Toronto with the ball, following the bucket by the Hawks. Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Outside Gasol. Lowry against Young. Pass to Anunoby. for the three. Rebound by the Hawks. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
This is what we love about the NBA. Epic matchups almost every night. What other sport has that? Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Lowry against Young. Shoots the three. No good that time. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Outside Lowry. There's the three. Collins grabs the miss. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Herter passes to Hunter. Second chance effort, and he gets it to go.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Now here is Lowry. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Memphis. Young outside. Now the pass to Len. The jump hook. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Keeping that play alive. Anytime a shot goes up, Collins is going to compete for it.
Lowry kicks to Gasol. Back to Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. A floater. Here's Siakam. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know, before coaches started running plays for him, this is where Siakam would get his points, on the offensive glass.
Young pass to Collins. Here's Herter, covered by Siakam. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. Against Gasol. Pass to Collins. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Len.
A former defensive player of the year. Don't forget, Marc Gasol with the great defense there.
Powell kicks to Lowry. Can't get that one, so the Hawks will take it the other way. And the Toronto Raptors knew in trading for Kawhi Leonard that he might not stick around. Even after his decision to return to his hometown of Los Angeles, Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for him.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. Some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out.
And here are the Raptors now. After the miss from Trae Young, Gasol's shot is good.
I mean, for a guy who shot almost no three-pointers over the first 8 years of his career, Gasol looks very comfortable out there.
Now, here's Hunter. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Herter passes to Hunter. A beautiful reverse layup. Hunter's got 6 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lowry kicks to Gasol. Back to Lowry. Puts it up from 12, and it's good off the back rim and in.
The big fella loves to pass. Marc Gasol with the vision and court awareness to do it from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Young. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now, here's Siakam. Back to Powell. Outside Gasol. Launches it. Collins grabs the miss.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
pass to Collins. Young against Lowry. The three. That shot is off. And Toronto will come the other way. Come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Can be better to just let it go. Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Hunter dishes to Young. Outside Collins. It's good. And now a 5-point Atlanta lead.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And one thing that held the Hawks back last year, all the mistakes.
Yes, last in the league in turnovers, second to last in personal fouls. They were one of the youngest teams last season, and it showed. But you have to have more discipline to win games, which is why they only won 29.
Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Johnson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry.
You know, for a player like Stanley Johnson, you are just waiting for the offense to come around. He has shown to be a solid defender, but that's just not enough to find consistent minutes.
Well, it's been difficult for Stanley Johnson to live up to his draft spot of number 8 overall back in 2015.
You see the talent, Kevin. The fans are still waiting for Johnson to turn the corner with his offense. He's still working to pass the 40% mark from the field in his career.
He misses the free throw.
The 8th overall pick in 2015, Stanley Johnson was taken ahead of some great prospects, but holds tremendous potential himself.
Good on the second free throw. Steve, there are certain players, as we know, who can really back you up and get you on your heels, and then they hit the brakes and they hit you with a pull-up jumper. Very tough to defend.
Kevin, you said it best. Being able to hit the brakes and stop on a dime, I think it's James Harden, Steph Curry, C.J. McCollum, Kyrie Irving. Those are some of those names where guys can go in fast pace, fast motion, then stop and pull up and be on balance and knock down the shot.
Here's VanVleet following the basket by Cam Reddish. Pass to Powell. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Parker. And Jones has it in the corner. Right through the D for the layup. And now it's an 8-point Atlanta lead.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Ibaka finds VanVleet. Low block shot on the way. Excellent D that time from Jones.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here's Livingston. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The feed now to Parker. Now here's Livingston, covered by VanVleet. Raptors trail by 8. Johnson with it. Good work defensively by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Back to Parker. It's stolen by Ibaka. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's Johnson penetrating. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, a chance to check out Evan Turner. How he did last season. Averaged 6 points per game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it.
Take a break.
He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
And that one misses. Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
And he sinks the second.
The one thing you can say about the Hawks, they have drafted well over the past few seasons. Stole John Collins at pick 19, traded back for Trae Young, and the Herter selection. The rebuild may not be long in Atlanta.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Changes up. Johnson. Atlanta with the rebound. Now Turner. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. And Steve, the Hawks not only identify talent, they identify guys who will excel in their established system.
And that system is finding value with shooters. They also look for guys who bring the energy and also bring the effort. The size of the player isn't as important as the heart.
Reddish's shot is good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Van Vliet looking around. A floater. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. And the Hawks with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Reddish kicks to Livingston. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. He gets that one.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Parker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Raptors with one of the best benches in the league, and Fred Van Vliet, a leader for that group.
Yeah, he gives up size every night, Kevin, but he's able to overcome that thanks to his toughness and IQ for the game.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And when you think about some of the most entertaining Hawks teams, my mind always goes to the human highlight film.
Reason why he was a 9-time All-Star, NBA scoring champion, has some legendary matchups against Larry Bird and Chuck Person, to name a few. One of the most electrifying players in the history of the game.
Now Now here's Van Vliet. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
And he gets the bucket.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
Parker looking over the floor. And so the first quarter is in the books. Hawks lead by 8. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Marcus also appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
It's fun. You see more fans on the stands that speak Spanish, even they're from Spain or Argentina, Mexico, whatever they're from. They support the Spanish-speaking people, and they love the game also.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Hawks. Parker out there with Evan Turner. Then there's Livingston. Then it's Reddish. And it's Jones in at the 5 spot. First one falls for him. And Smitty, for teams that tend to go deep into the playoffs year after year, season after season, it takes, I'm assuming, a mental toll as well as a physical toll.
It does, and that mental toll is just as hard as that physical toll on your body and your mind. And I think for teams that have great leadership and development of those young guys that can play some of those minutes, they usually bowl well.
And Parker drops them both.
And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto, he's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's giving a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
Now here's Powell. He had 15 points last outing. Down low, here's Ibaka. No good on the shot. Good D by Parker. And Reddish with the slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Cam Reddish. And out of UCLA, Norman Powell, an athletic 6'4" combo guard, said he modeled his game after Russell Westbrook.
And I can see why. He's gifted physically as well. A 6'11" wingspan, a 40-inch vertical leap. He's more of a 2 guard in my opinion, and he's off to a strong start in his young career.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. still in his early 40s. The Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
And taken away by Johnson. Now here's Powell. He's covered closely. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. From the baseline. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Lowry comes in for Norman Powell. Atlanta leading by 10. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. They believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. Siakam misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Livingston looking for the opening. To the middle, out to Parker. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 5 on the clock. Reddish dishes to Livingston. Shoots over Van Vliet. And it's off the back rim. No good. Raptors trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Ibaka outside. And again, Toronto no up. The Hawks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. A shot by Reddish, no good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Hollis Jefferson off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Parker passes to Turner. Livingston with it. He kicks it to Jones. Here's Reddish. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New Orleans.
Even though he got fouled a lot, he never lost any of his aggressiveness. He kept making free throws, and in the process, really frustrated the D. That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Here's Lowry. No good. And Atlanta will come the other way.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And the Raptors call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Changes for Toronto. Marcus All comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Anunoby subbed in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. Atlanta making some changes. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
Yep, it counts. And the Hawks lead by 16.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to watching film tomorrow.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Herter. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Siakam after the made shot from John Collins. Siakam with it. He's picked up by Collins. Here's Anunoby. No points in the game yet for him. Bucket is good.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And Young kicks to Collins. Herter passes to Young. Back to Herter. 6 on the shot clock. Shot by Collins, no good.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Van Vliet with the bucket. The Hawks leading by 14. Young outside. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Lowry can't get it to go.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
To the wing right side. And here's Len. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
Steve, so many talented players in the league. Sometimes there's frustration over the lack of playing time. For instance, you look at the Celtics last year, a prime example.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, Kevin, you can have too much talent at the same positions and also style of play. You need some guys that can do other things that be effective on the court versus just scoring the basketball, and I think that's the reason why the Celtics ran into some trouble last year.
That free throw good from Len.
The Toronto Raptors knew Kawhi Leonard might leave, but plan B is to build around their young players. They've got some good ones, in my opinion.
That one misses. You know, the Raptors have done a great job of finding quality players, Steve, late in the draft and developing them and to contribute.
Yes, Kevin, and one of those guys is Fred VanVleet. He went undrafted. A long rebuild was never in the cards for Toronto. They're competing as those young guys develop. You know, the 5-time All-Star Kyle Lowry has made a career of proving his doubters wrong. You ask me, I think he's still underrated.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for Lowry. And you ask Lowry, he's always felt underestimated. What do people overlook about him?
You know, I think, Kevin, is his defense, first and foremost. He's a top 10 point guard at both ends of the floor. That's what makes him very special.
Hunter, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. Raptors trail by 12 from past the arc. And Kyle Lowry, good for 3. Lowry's got 10 points in the game.
You saw the quickness of Lowry there. How he can stop on a dime and go up for the shot.
And here's Young from the arc. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
The pass to Gasol. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Finding an opportunity inside. It's a good read by Marc Gasol. He's one of our high IQ players that we have.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 34-point game against New Orleans.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Now VanVleet after the missed 3 from Trae Young.
How about
the determination. Now that's what we call competing for a rebound.
Hunter dishes to Young. Looking to get back on track here. He takes it up and lays it in. He has 6.
Scouting report is be physical with Trae Young. And every night he finds ways to still make plays.
Now here is Lowry. 10 points for him. Now here's Siakam. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. The three-pointer is right on target.
I'm not going to confuse him with Kevin Durant out there, but Siakam has become a real threat from distance.
Young taking his time here. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 8.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Lowry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lowry's got 12 points in the game.
Lowry is just so quick with the ball with both hands that he can lose a defender in a hurry.
Lowry against Young. Over Lowry. Trae Young again. Young's got 6 here in this quarter.
Perfect play to run there to get a clean look.
Pass to Gasol. Here's Van Vliet. That one, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Lowry brings the double, and Young kicks to Len. Passes it to Herter. Now Young. Back to Herter. From deep. Toronto grabs the miss. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From the arc. Lowry can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Now, here's Collins. 23 points for him the last game against New Orleans. Herter, no good.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
To the inside. Gasol with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Here's Anunoby. That shot off the mark. Collins with some nice D. Young for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Here's Gasol. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Pass to Herter. Outside Collins. Clock at 6. Young from outside. Another shot. Collins kicks to Len. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Herter passes to Len. Young for 3. He can't get it to go. Here's Van Vliet. Lays it up off the glass. Now just a 2-point Hawks lead. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hawks on top. They lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Yes,
After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave him a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the three, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the three ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. And it's Lowry in at the point. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Now, here's Hunter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Herter. Toronto grabs the miss. Gasol's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Powell the pass to Lowry. Powell dishes to Gasol. Here's Anunoby. No good. That would have tied it. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Off target from three-point range.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
The pass to Anunoby. And stolen by Hunter. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
And if you needed a reminder as to why Lowry's an all-star, check the scoring column.
And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you.
Even though he'll never be big, Trae Young plays bigger than many thought he would.
Lowry looking around. Here's Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Now, here is Young. 15 points in the game. Kicks to Hunter. Pass to Len. 6 on the shot clock. On its way from Young for 2. Good work defensively by Lowry. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Passes to Powell. Second shot opportunity. Misses off the right iron.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Young against Powell. Young inside. In the corner, it's Hunter. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. It's rebounded by Gasol. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Anunoby kicks to Powell. Pass to Gasol. Back to Powell for the lead. Rebounded by the Hawks. Land's got 4 rebounds in this game. Lobbed up there for Collins. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Collins has got 8.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
Toronto calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
With some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Wande Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Johnson in for Anunoby. And then for Atlanta, Jabari Parker comes in for Len. And it's Livingston in for Kevin Huerter. Shots good by Ibaka.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Now, here's Hunter. He's guarded by Johnson. Hunter dishes to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Lowry. He's got 15. Inside, Ibaka. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Ibaka's got his 2nd bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Collins passes to Parker. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Parker's got 6.
And the Raptors took some heat to party ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Smitty, the city of Atlanta, as you know, has really embraced Trae Young.
Kevin, they call him Ice Trae. The franchise handed him the keys, and he's running with it.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Young.
Well, comparisons to Steph Curry, unfair for Trae Young, and they're quieting. His shooting percentages in year 1 leave plenty of room for growth.
Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. And so Young nails them both. And Greg, you talk about unfair comparisons for Trae Young. His career will always be measured against that of Luka Doncic after the Hawks traded back from the number 3 pick.
And Doncic going on to win Rookie of the Year, an instant star. And Trae Young with plenty of talent. And we'll see what he can accomplish.
Pocket 2. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. The Hawks leading by 4. Reddish with the ball. Lowry picks him up. That one falls.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Powell. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. And now it's a 9-point Hawks lead. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Powell with it. He's got 6. Shot to stop the run. He lays it in. Powell's got 8 points. Hawks have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Young against Lowry. Young's shot is off.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And the basket by Johnson.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Parker outside. Good on the bucket. Parker's got 6 here in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the pass to Powell. Back to Lowry. Latrey. Atlanta with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points.
And they continue to control the glass.
Livingston passes to Reddish. Young against Johnson. Pass to Parker. Shot clock at 6. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
The Hawks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight, and the Raptors with some changes. Marc Gasol's checked in for Stanley Johnson, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Norman Powell. Damian Jones is checked in for Atlanta. Raptors trail by 9. VanVleet, he has 7. And he comes up with the deuce. VanVleet's got 9. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. And it's blocked. Now here's VanVleet. He's tightly guarded. Ibaka, rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 5th rebound in this one. Livingston finds Jones, and Jones slams it home.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Now here's VanVleet, defended by Young. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from VanVleet.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Teardrop shot, and Parker with the layup. 13 points in the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's VanVleet, who scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Young outside. He kicks it to Jones. Here's Reddish. He's got 9. And Jones with the stuff.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
The Hawks leading by 7. 1:06 left here in the third quarter. Passes it to Young. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
A moment here to see some numbers for Kyle Lowry. Last year, getting it done. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
And Jones sends it back. Young passes to Parker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Hawks have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And the Raptors making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Trae Young. And he makes the first but misses the second. An accomplished family for Anunoby. His father's a professor. His brother played pro football.
And OG Anunoby, he's put together like a football player himself. A powerfully built player for a wing.
Now Livingston after the missed 3 from Marc Gasol. Livingston kicks to Parker. Pass to Huerter. Dishes to Jones. Shot clock at 5. Here's Reddish. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
Van Vliet passes to Gasol. It's off. And so it's Atlanta with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be right back after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Raptors trail by 10. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. On the wings, Huerter and Reddish. Jabari Parker is out there with Jones, and it's Livingston in at the 1.
Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
The pass to Parker. Jones dishes to Parker. That one misses. Some solid defense from Ibaka. And it's the Raptors ball. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
The first free throw is good. Hunter's checked in for Atlanta. And so he makes both from the line. Atlanta leading by 6. Outside, Jones. Gasol with the steal. Pass to Lowry. And here is Van Vliet. And that one drops. Van Vliet's got 12 points here in the second half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Herter passes to Hunter. Parker outside. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Siakam is checked in for Serge Ibaka. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Alex Len's checked in for Damian Jones. Now, here's Reddish. Not a lot of room. Elbow shot is on the way. Siakam pulls it in.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Lowry at the elbow. Reddish grabs the rebound. Reddish has got 4 rebounds now tonight. In the corner, Herter with it. The Hawks again can't hit.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Reddish, and he converts the layup. And the Hawks lead by 6. And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And Lowry gets double teamed, fires the 3, and Siakam with the basket on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 8 now on the night. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And that one's good. Parker.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Outside Lowry. Passes it to Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
And it does not take much for Gasol to throw it down. Just feed the big man inside, and he's good to go.
Here's Herter. Now recovering. Here's Reddish. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Gasol's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And Hunter over to help. Pass to Van Vliet. Toronto working the ball around now. Right side Gasol. It's rebounded by Herter. Herter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hunter kicks to Parker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Powell, he's checked in for the Raptors. And Parker drops them both.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Raptors trail by 5. And here is Powell. Here's the pass to Lowry. 6 to shoot. A 3. It's not going to go for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Collins checked in for Jabari Parker. Atlanta leading by 5. Reddish the pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. He dishes it to Reddish. From the high post. And the shot is long.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Here's Herder. Guarded by Powell. Herder passes to Reddish. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the 3 well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up, really 1 through 5.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
No good on the second free throw. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Here's Reddish after the Raptors pick up 2. Basket good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Outside Lowry. Powell for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Herder passes to Reddish. And yes, it's good. Reddish has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Outside Lowry. Stolen by Len. Fast break for Hawks. Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
Now here's Powell. The shot's good.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Here's Herder. Here's Len. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Lowry. Gasol dishes to Powell. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Hunter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Now here's Reddish, defended by Gasol. Chalk up 2 there, and it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
The mobility of Hunter. Excellent at setting a firm screen and then the strong roll right to the spot.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Hunter, and he's good on the 3 ball. Hunter's got 7 points for the quarter.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Powell with the bounce pass. Passes it to Lowry. To end the run. Collins grabs the miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in.
One shot.
And the Raptors call time here.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Cam Reddish.
Well, he's got his field goal percentage in the high 50s, and that says a lot about how well he's been able to kind of exploit the gaps in the defense. His motion, his ability to find open spots on the floor, you can definitely see the difference.
He came off the bench to give them a major boost and prevent 2 straight losses. That's just the kind of contribution you're hoping to get from your bench. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Now here's Powell. Here's the floater. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Hunter, the pass to Len. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Raptors trail by 15. Pass to Gasol. Back to Powell. And the call will be against Alex Len. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lowry finds Powell. Here's Anunoby. Clock at 6. Back to Powell. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Young dishes to Collins. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 15 rebounds. And the Raptors call time here. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft break, but John Collins of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
Here's Siakam. With some arc, they grab their own miss. Basket counts.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team. Well, last season, Pascal Siakam more than doubled his scoring. Dramatic improvement as a shooter from the perimeter and the line.
And Siakam, no good on that one. And we've seen his shooting improve, but Siakam also very dangerous off the bounce.
Yeah, reason why, Kevin, he's becoming a great ball handler. They trust him to press the attack and to get into the lane.
The pass to Hunter, 4 on the shot clock. And Herter gets it to go.
And nice dime from Hunter there. An unselfish player who knows how to look for his teammates.
Lowry against Young. Here's Anunoby. Sweet little floater.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Young with the ball. Lowry brings the double. Young inside. Collins kicks to Hunter. Pass to Young. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Raptors.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hawks.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Cam Reddish.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Here's Young after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Young drives in, takes it off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 18.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Herter passes to Collins. Hunter with it. Hawks passing it around. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Here's Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. Off target with that shot. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last 3 years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.